Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Voice of Cards. The last time we left off, we made it here to the Alabaster City, and we're hanging out. They're very, very clean and pure here. We also got the new maiden in our party, so we need to leave Alabaster City in search of the deserter. Which I think I did everything I needed to do here last time, so I think we're safe to leave. I also got very frustrated by a card game. Because the card game is dumb.
You wonder if the masked soldier you saw earlier could be the deserter the Ivory Maiden is after. You inform her that the soldier fled to the west. According to the maiden and her attendant, a woodland known as the Mystic Forest lies in that direction.
Okay, make your way to the Mystic Forest west of Alabaster City. Cool. What do we got over here? Is this the magic woodland that was in the first game? Because I remember there being a magic woodland in the first game as well. A lot of things, a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of similarities you can draw between the two. It's funny that Laty is now my tankiest character because of that item that I have on her. And I didn't do the speed up, but it's fine. We got a wind wolf to deal with. Alright, so do you have attack plus 4, damage to all enemies? Ooh, your attack is very low though. That's not good. I think the other character has a stronger AoE attack? Or am I crazy? Well, you just have more attack in general. No, yeah, you don't have like an AoE one. Whatever, take out the wolf. Yeah, the maiden herself is actually kind of weak in terms of damage, which is funny because she's not even the one that heals. The other character seems to be the more healing focused one. Of course, the maiden herself has a big heal spell of her own, the AoE one, but it's like the co-op skill. They also seem quite slow. Yeah, definitely prefer Queenie and Blight so far. But you know, maybe I'll come around on you two. I just like big damage, and you two don't seem to have that much big damage. So whatever though, I'm sure it's fine. Let's do so 369 big XP, and let's go ahead and activate our speed hack. There we go. Whoop.
Okay, hold up.
Shut up. I know. I accidentally do it. Why don't you understand that, narrator?
Ahead of you on the path, you spot a woman crouched on the ground.
Twisted ankle, huh?
It looks as though she's twisted her ankle. She looks up at you and asks, "Don't suppose you could spare any salve?" Unfortunately, you have no salve.
What are you talking about? I have the better ones. Give her one of those. I just don't have a regular salve. Oh, that's dumb. I have quality and supreme salves, but I don't have a regular salve, so they say, oh no, you don't have one.
The woman rubs her pained leg and hangs her head, lamenting, "Oh, poor me."
Well, that's stupid. Do I need to go back to town and... You know what? Let's go back to town and buy a single salve. Just in case we run into that event again. That's dumb. I have some in my inventory, damn you. I have even better ones. I can make you better than ever. Yeah, give me one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye. And now that's just going to be chilling in my inventory, possibly for the rest of the game, because I'll always think, maybe I'll get that event one more time. I just want to see the conclusion if I actually have the item that they're asking for. Who would even have a regular salve at this point in the game, unless they just hadn't used it? Oh no, not another one of these jackasses. Oh cool, that's good. Treasure. A panacea. I will take that. That's pretty good. Cool. Alright, so the forest entrance is probably up here. Sounds good to me. Can get in here and do some stuff. Can't believe furballs have made a comeback. That's good though, because I don't think we finished off their entry, right? So maybe now we'll have a chance to finish that off. I don't think you're gonna do enough damage, but yeah, I don't think that. Oh, it was enough to kill the furball. So good on you. All you can do is contemplation if I don't have enough gems for anything. Unfortunate. Owie. Pain. You zapped my bones. Huff and puff is what is the skill that the wolf uses. Is that so? Hilarious, really. Let's go ahead and heal you. Make sure you're nice and healed up. So let's flame rush you to make sure that you go down. You're good and dead. And let's slice. Boom, boom. Good stuff. Yeah, we need you two to do more damage. Once you get them, once you upgrade your maiden weapon, which should be after we do whatever's here in the forest, that's usually how it goes. We should be good. Ooh, I wanted that chunky gold nugget. 2,000? Oh boy. That'd be a lot. Alright, enter the Mystic Forest. Are we gonna find Ridus hanging out?
The Mystic Forest is a dense wood. Travelers who have ventured through the closely packed flora claim to have experienced mysterious happenings within. Upon entering the sprawling forest, you notice Krim trembling as her eyes dart about.
You scared?
When you ask her what she's worried about, she explains that there are rumors of talking trees. She suspects it's the work of specters. That's just superstition, Lanka says condescendingly.
Okay, venture into the Mystic Forest. Lego.
A somnolent tree. A somnolent tree looks in your direction.
Why did you do that? I'm so weirded out by this announcer sometimes. I'm so weirded out by them sometimes. You look like, what was it, Weepy Willow from Kirby, the like first boss in all of the games, basically. That's exactly who you look like. Yeah, I don't know why the narrator went a somnolent tree. I can't do it myself. That was a weird noise, but they like moved their mouth in a weird way.
If you wish to go further, heed our voices, the tree says eloquently as you approach. Lanka, who had claimed talking trees to be mere superstition, shrieks loudly and holds fast to Krim. Thinking at the attendant's chance to lord this over the maiden, you glance over, but Krim, in her surprise, has fainted. Her eyes rolled back into her head. The tree continues to speak, unbothered by your party. Healthy trees are rooted in honesty. Frail trees in falsehood, it says. You wonder if the tree's enigmatic words are some sort of hint to get through the forest.
Okay, listen to healthy trees, don't listen to frail trees. Gotcha. Thanks for the tip.
And fight.
More frogs. I didn't think you dorks would be making a comeback, but here you are with even more HP. How annoying. Could you die for me? Ooh, big damage. Okay, so we can probably slice with you and kill, and then Krim can finish off the other one. I guess Krim woke up, not unconscious anymore, I guess. After your fainting that you went through. Baron, oh, what a boring level power charge. Generate gems equal to the value of roll. Huh, also add 5 to attack for 3 turns. So you have a gem generating ability that's also an attack buff. Interesting. Don't really know if I would use that, since you're my best attacker. I don't want to waste your turn generating gems. Yeah, I'll say eh to that one. Okay, this is a dead end up here, so let's go up here. Treasure. Another panacea. We got a lot of those. So how big is this place? Not that big, but it might be multiple zones. Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking of. We'll like transition to a new zone or something. Otherwise, it's a fairly small area, and we don't really have a lot to worry about. Boom, boom. Remember the frogs were weak to that. So why not hit them with one of those? Boom, boom. Big damage to you. Just slice the frog, I guess. And Krim, you can kill the mushroom. Yeah, I'm not crazy about you two's abilities. I definitely think Blight and Queenie are probably gonna be my favorite. Unless there's like another squad we get later that I don't know about yet. Which I suppose is a possibility. Alright, out of here. Keep it. Whoop. Didn't mean to run into that. Hello.
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
Probably go south from here. To the north is... It's dangerous up there.
The tree speaks in a weak voice, as if it might fall over at any second.
Okay, so you're a liar.
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
Greetings, travelers. If you wish to reach the forest depths, go north. Only danger lies to the south, so beware.
You feel an energetic aura bursting forth from the talking tree.
Well, I don't really think this matters because I'm going to want to see all the stuff anyway, so I'm going to go the wrong way too.
As you walk through the tall grass, you hear a weak voice calling to you from behind. Serves you right, it says. Immediately afterward, you are assaulted by countless pebbles and make a swift retreat.
Okay, it's not a fight. You just take damage. Okay, well, if it was a unique fight, I wanted to see it. Okay, well, it's not, so now we know.
And
it said fraught with danger. I didn't know that means I would get pelted by pebbles. Whatever. We learned what was going to happen, and that's what matters. That's all I wanted to see.
Fortune favors the bold.
Almost dead. So let's have you, since you're weaker, take out that one. And Krim, since you are stronger, take out this one. Kablooey. Out of my face, nerds. Cool, cool. So, this way.
As you walk through the tall grass, you hear a lively voice behind you shout, "Good luck!"
Good luck. Makes me think of, I think that's Sergeant Pepper that says that. Or Captain Pepper or whatever from Star Fox. I think Sergeant Pepper's is like the start of a Beatles album.
After doing as the sprightly tree said, you're able to move forward. It seems that the tree near the entrance spoke true. If you lose your way up ahead, perhaps you should listen to what the other trees have to say.
Yeah, we get it, we get it. And definitely don't go the bad way, I guess. It seems like it's just going to punish me if I try to do that. There's not going to be like hidden items there or anything, I'm assuming.
And...
Okay, we all land crits, which means that Baron is going to nearly kill both of you right here. Boom, boom. And now we just gotta take out Wolfie, which you should be able to do since you're going to crit. Yeah, just barely. Cool. Big XP. You love to see it. Alright, so, yep, let's continue. So yeah, it is multiple zones. The depths of the Mystic Forest. If only we had the Lost Woods theme playing.
The ivory attendant complains as you make your way through the dense trees, repeatedly invoking Lanka's wrath. Each time, Laty pats the crestfallen Krim on the head.
No. You don't have to scold her that much. Krim's trying her best.
You hope to pacify Lanka, but rather than being soothed, she simply pouts. I'm a brilliant maiden. I deserve better than this.
She's stronger than you, though. She's like a lot better, actually.
She explains that in Alabaster City, maiden and attendant are decided by national decree and cannot be contested. It appears each island's maiden and attendant have a unique relationship.
Okay, so you're just kind of paired off. It's like just getting your roommate assigned to you in college instead of getting to pick your roommate. Horrifying. Enemy appears. What do we got? Just a bunch of wasps and or whatever. I think they were referred to as wasps and not like bees. Ow. They are very fast, which is annoying. Can you not? Can you not? I would prefer you didn't. Big crits. Dead Zoe. Let's see. I guess I'll just slice you. I could have kind of taken the opportunity to heal up a little bit, but it's fine. It sucks because they don't get level up heals because they don't level up. That reminds me, I do need to put some stuff on them, don't I? I haven't put any accessories on you. Equipment. So what do I want on you? I could give one of you the dark stay ring. Free stay. Would increase your attack damage. Yeah, sure, you take the free stay and whoop. God, menu's so confusing sometimes. You take the dark stay ring to increase your speed and your attack. Cool. I like that. Increase your stats a little bit.
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
If you wish to go deeper into the woods, take the path nearest me. Whatever you do, don't go the way with the chest.
The tree enthusiastically teaches you the way.
Go the way nearest to me. Don't go the way with the chest. Whatever you do, it said.
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
I think this is the wrong way. If you wish to go further, you should probably take the path near the chest.
The tree directs you one way in a frail voice.
Okay. I don't even see the chest yet. So... yeah, we're gonna have a liar's dilemma going on here in a second. Shock. Okay, so you're fast enough to go first now. I'll just contemplate for the moment. And then Laty goes... hit us with another charge spell. And... yeah, it wasn't ideal to not have you do anything at the start of battle. I guess I should have had you at least use the light attack. Thunderstorm. Yeah, big damage to all enemies. Boom, 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 boom. There we go, death. Good stuff. Alright, so where's this treasure chest? Okay, I can take the treasure chest without actually going down the path. I thought I needed to go down the path to get the treasure chest. Medium gold nugget. Okay, well, what do you say?
You hear the whispers of a small tree's voice in your ears.
Those travelers, they can keep walking in circles until they die.
The voice is frail and followed by a sigh. It sounds like the tree really hates travelers.
Okay, so yeah, we want to listen to this one then. So let's go this way.
As you walk through the tall grass, you hear a lively voice shout from behind. Yes, that's right.
Well, thank you, kind tree. The other path would have screwed me, huh? And yeah, there's nothing over there, so... alright, well then, how are you doing?
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
Every path is fraught with danger. Go back quickly. Forlorn tree.
The words sound as if they're being wrung out from the tree itself. You wonder if you can take them at face value.
Okay. Yeah, so don't trust your ass. Another enemy. Well, this is a neat mechanic for the area, at least. I do like how most of the areas feel different. This has a chance to inflict paralysis, which I would like to do. Damn. It would have been nice. But unfortunately it was not meant to be. And these bees, the wasps are faster than Baron, so that sucks. And you got paralyzed, which also sucks. Well then, crit? Nope. Would have loved to see it, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So let's see if we can just well, this did 15 damage last time, so even if it doesn't shock, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're dead anyway. Okay, so now Laty. I wish you could just thunderbolt it. I wish you would. I wish I had enough to heal, but unfortunately I did not. Congrats. Thank you. Alright. Rando asshole tree that's trying to lead me in the wrong direction. Hello, how about you?
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
Don't wake up the slumbering tree. If you value your lives, stay away.
The tree's voice trembles in fear. You wonder what would happen if you did wake up the slumbering tree.
Who's the slumbering tree? Don't know who that is yet. Treasure chest. Large soothstone. Okay. So don't wake up the slumbering tree, it says. Who's sleeping? There's 4 of you.
The tree suddenly begins speaking to you.
Humans. I saw one earlier too. They ran down the path nearest me, wearing all white.
The tree trembles in its frailty. You wonder if it fears humans.
Okay, not trusting you then. You must be the sleeping tree, huh? And this must be the way I actually have to go.
You hear snoring nearby. When you look, you see what appears to be a healthy tree snoozing away.
I'm gonna wake it, because the one that told me not to wake it seemed like they were not doing well, maybe? Also just want to see what
You
happens.
gently shake the tree, and it opens its eyes. Despite having just awoken, the tree speaks in a lively voice. My apologies, it exclaims, then leans out of the way.
Yeah, so that tree was lying to
When
me.
it does, you see a path on the other side. Apparently, the tree is allowing you to pass.
That's damn right it is. Alright, let's go. Other tree trying to lie to me. Or I don't know, maybe there's a giant monster back here that's going to eat me now. Oh hey, a red fungu. Yeah, I still need you. I still need you. I like how they mix the enemies in this game a bit more than they did in the last one. So if you, like, you know, missed some of the ones earlier, you can get them later on. Because they repeat and just get more HP. That's a nice way to handle it, so you don't have to, like, go grind on baby enemies. Bang, bang, bang. Big crits. Almost finished you all off. And a slice should kill you. Now it's just you, blue fungus. Alright, do we have enough to heal? No, unfortunately. But you go last this turn, so yeah, how about we just do this? Double heal. And then I'll just finish you off with whoever gets their turn next. Luckily this enemy's really slow, so we don't really have to worry about them. Stabby. Big dead. Cuckoo. 600 XP. And we even got some treasure. Quality Omnisalve. That's always nice to see. Honestly, don't mind what I get there. The money would be cool, but yeah. So you move the way. Okay, so there are 3 paths here, though. Every path is fraught with danger. Go back quickly. Yeah, you're not telling the truth.
The tree scoffs when it sees you.
Scoff. I saw one earlier too. They ran down the path nearest me, wearing all white. And what do you have to say?
My apologies for blocking the way, the tree says with vigor.
Oh no, I don't remember what all they said. You said you saw some go down, but it said you looked like you hated humans. Every path is fraught with danger. and you just scoff at me. I don't remember what you said. I'm gonna go down this one that the tree moved for. Oh wait, no, it's probably mad because I didn't listen to it and I woke the tree. Right? That's what it, yeah, because you're the one that told me not to wake the tree. You didn't tell me to go anywhere though, specifically. I'll go through this path.
As you walk through the tall grass, you hear a gloomy voice calling to you from afar. You think you're so clever, it says.
Wait, was this the right path? Okay, this was the right path. Cool. So yeah, you were trying to trick me. That was the wrong path. You said all the paths were bad, but the reason I went for this path is because you said all the paths are bad, don't go any of them. That's talking about these two, right? But you probably weren't talking about the one behind this tree, so that's what made me think this was the correct option. And yay, it was. That one in the corner wanted me to, you know, die. Probably. Hooey. Alright.
Fight 'em off.
More of you dorks. Eat light. Boom. Big 20. Charge spell. And yeah, we got another fungus kill here. This is good. I need all of those that I can get. Slashy slashy. Good, good. Now, we need to kill you. This does guaranteed damage. So... Ooh, big explosion. Bye-bye. Well, that ability will be useful against enemies with high defense, at least. Ow! Oh, okay, you didn't even do that much. I thought that would have healed a lot more than it did. But you don't really do a lot of damage, dork. Shine. And big stabs. Big stabs. Out of here, fungus. What's wrong with you? Why would you ever think you could defeat me, the Great Bear and Stormwolf? We got your story. Alright, Stormwolf. How you doing? Vegetarian among beasts will stop at nothing to consume plant material. Such a diet keeps their bodies light, allowing them to run like the wind. They have been known to hunt humans when they tire of vegetables. Descriptions of their attacks resemble those of tornadoes. Scary. A tornado wolf just running at you. Hello.
At last, you corner the deserter deep in the forest. You won't get away, Lanka shouts. Pressured by the maiden, the deserter takes a step back. Leave me alone, the masked soldier pleads. But the Ivory Maiden pays their words no mind and charges into battle.
Alright. I guess we walked into a boss fight here. I was about to end the episode, but hopefully we can beat this pretty quickly. Hopefully you're not too terribly difficult. Let's see if we can go ahead and get a paralyzed down at the very beginning of the fight. That would be very useful. I missed. Well, that sucks. How are you gonna miss? Alright, Flame Rush then. Big damage. There we go. Those are the numbers we need to see. Light damage inflicts seal. Or do 12 guaranteed light damage. Just go for that. Kablooey. There we go. Inflict curse. Ooh, you resist that. Good. That said anti-heal, so I guess... Yeah, I didn't actually know what curse did. I guess it makes it so you can't heal in battle? That is a nasty one. Just keep charging. I want all the gems in the world, please. Flame rush it. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, and you crit. Oof. That looks like it hurt. That really looks like it hurt. Let's do this on you, so we can just once again get that guaranteed damage in. Baron is my main source of damage here, but you can at least get some guaranteed damage. Light heal, restore 10 HP. Free to light damage? Good, good. I can do light damage. Attack plus 5. Yeah, let's do that. I think this will do more damage, yeah, than your spell would. the maidens. So charge again with Laty. And I think this Flame Rush should kill? No, it's not gonna kill. It'll get very close though. Yeah. And White Sphere. And Redunzo. Yeah, you're not so bad. Not so bad at all. Alright, goody goody. 1320. Whew.
The Ivory Maiden's powerful strike cleaves through the soldier's mask. Broken, the mask crumbles to the ground in pieces. Everyone gasps.
I'm you.
The face beneath the mask looks just like Lanka's.
Yeah, I was about to say that was probably the case, right? Since everybody gasped.
I just want to live, the woman says, glaring at your party. Realizing that everyone is taken aback by her appearance, she seizes the opportunity to flee deeper into the forest. Lack, in true boneheaded fashion, asks, "Do you have a twin or something?" Lanka, absorbed in her own thoughts, hasn't an ear for Lack's words. Though originally tasked with killing a deserter, you find yourselves faced with a woman who bears a striking resemblance to the Ivory Maiden.
Okay, this is getting weird.
You get a creeping feeling that something sinister lurks beneath Alabaster City's pristine facade.
Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that as soon as we walked into the place. Our ivory ally served the city where dark truths lurked beneath an alabaster facade.
Okay, want me to take you to the exit so you don't get lost in all these trees?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
You make your way toward the forest exit.
That's very handy, I appreciate
By
that.
the time you make it out of the woods, Lanka has returned to her normal self. You explain that you're on a journey to help Laty become a maiden and need the maiden's relic. Lanka tells you that the relic is proof of her maidenship and more precious than life itself, then promptly refuses to give it to you.
Okay, fine.
However, in honor of you helping her on her nationally decreed mission, she agrees to accompany you to the spire. A maiden must always be benevolent, she says, her eyes shining with pride at her lofty position.
Okay, so you're not going to give us the item, but you'll go with us to do the ceremony ritual thing. Cool. Return to your ship, anchored at the North Isle Pier. Fulfill necessary requirements, unlock masked soldiers flip side story. Okay, let's look at that really quickly, and then we'll probably end this episode off, I think. That's 40 of the characters. I once had a friend who I adored. We'd been inseparable since the day we were born. Everything we did together. We shared the same favorite colors, flowers, foods, and people. All things the same, our thoughts, voices, even faces. Yeah. That, that doesn't sound like a good thing, I think. That sounds kind of awful. I would never want someone that's the exact same as me. They'd be annoying as all hell. Have you heard me? Alright, well, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode off here. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.